All right, you guys. So today we are going to get a look at our Phase 1 Clone Trooper Lieutenant, which is a Walgreens exclusive here in the United States. We pre-ordered this guy on the 18th of September. He immediately shipped, I believe, the next day. And here he is today. And we're going to get a look at this particular figure. Starting with the box, guys, we have our Star Wars, the Black Series logo at the top, our window showing us our figure and his two weapons. We also have Star Wars Attack of the Clones on the red banner just underneath our figure. And then we also have our Phase 1 Clone Trooper Lieutenant in red, warning label, 4 and up, Hasbro logo. Very, very cool stuff. On the side of the box, we have our illustration of our Lieutenant Clone Trooper. We have the silhouette of Camino in the background grayed out behind our illustration of the Clone Trooper. Then it slowly fades into a very cool crimson red. And just underneath our figure, we have Phase 1 Clone Trooper Lieutenant. Very, very cool stuff. And then on the back side of the box, again, we have our Black Series logo with the Phase 1 Clone Trooper Lieutenant in red. We have the information in regards to our character. And then again, we have the banner with the number 1 for the Star Wars Attack of the Clones line in the Black Series figure line, guys. And then you have your attention information, other readables, Disney logo, Hasbro logo just underneath that, with, again, an illustration of the character off to the side. So let's get a read of the information on our Phase 1 Clone Trooper Lieutenant. Throughout the Clone Wars, clone troopers fought the battle droids of the Separatists across the galaxy. They were loyal to their Jedi generals and the Supreme Chancellor. So very cool information in regards to our Clone Trooper Lieutenant. Let's get a look at the other side of the box. And then of course on the other side of the box, again, we have our Black Series logo with the banner that wraps all the way around the box, wrapping on this side as well. And then the window as well, wrapping around the side. All right, guys, so we're gonna pull this guy out of the box. We're gonna get a look at the detail. We're gonna get a look at all of his accessories and the articulation in particular to this figure. And then of course, as always, we will get into a very cool little diorama with our Clone Trooper figures. We have our Phase 1 Clone Trooper Lieutenant out of his box, looking very cool initially out of the box. Giving you a better look at our Phase 1 Clone Trooper Lieutenant. This really, really awesome looking figure. And I love the, obviously, as they've done in the past, giving us plenty of scuff marks in the paint to show us that he is battle tested. So that's really cool. Same on the other arm as well. Even on the helmet, you can see that there is some chip paint as well to give it that worn look. So that is really, really awesome stuff. Very cool. And then you have the belt, the rest of his armor, shin guards, everything else pretty much standard for our Clone Trooper. So very, very cool stuff there, guys. So going over the articulation with our Phase 1 Clone Trooper Lieutenant, you're gonna get a straight arm out like so. You get an elbow bend that bends back about that far because you have the forearm that hits right there. So that's about as good as you're gonna get in regards to an elbow bend. And then of course you do have that 360 motion in the arm there as well, if you desire that. So your Clone Trooper is gonna give you a T-pose that allows the arms to go out about that far to the side. And the obvious reason why it's hampered a little bit is due to the shoulder guards there. They kind of get in the way of letting the arms extend fully to the side. So that's as good as you're going to get going out to the side in your T pose for your clone trooper. Your twist is at the elbow. You have a twist at the elbow. There's also a twist at the wrist as well. You have a hinge in the wrist that allows it to go up and down. So there is a hinge in the wrist that allows it to go up and down. And then for the other side, you have a hinge. Mine is a little stiff, but you have another hinge that allows you to go back and forth. In the leg area, your clone trooper lieutenant is going to kick out like so. It's going to give you a knee-high bend like so. The knee bend going back is going to go back about that far. It is a double hinge knee. However, he can't quite get it. Yeah, that's about as good as he's going to get going back, which is just fine. Your kick to the side goes out about that far. Your clone trooper is going to give you a wide stance that's about that far, which is really, really awesome. Your twist is at the thigh. So you have a twist at the thigh. In the ankle, he's going to go down about that far. There's not really much in regards to going down. There is a bit of a limitation here in the ankle where the shoe meets the bottom of the shin guard, the back of the shin guard, so you can't get the foot down that low. However, he is going to go up for you very, very well, so that's really, really awesome. And then, of course, you have your rocker in the foot that allows you to adjust the ankle back and forth, so that's really, really cool. In the torso, he's going to go down that far, back about that far, and then, of course, you have your left to right twist, and there is a good range of motion in the torso area. In the head, he's going to go down about that far, and then back about that far, and then your left to right in the head, and not much of a head nod for your figure. So decent articulation for your Phase 1 Clone Trooper Lieutenant figure. And then getting you a look at our accessories, which mainly consists of just 2 weapons. Again, you have your rifle, typical rifle that we've seen a million times with our clone troopers. There's nothing particularly special about this particular weapon. No additional paint apps, unfortunately. Just a standard matte black on your long range rifle here. And then for your side blaster here, same thing, no additional paint apps, just a standard matte black standard blaster that we received several times with our troopers. So nothing special in regards to the weapon with your Phase 1 Clone Trooper Lieutenant. So we have a few of the predecessors to our Lieutenant Clone Trooper here. We have our Captain, Sergeant, and then regular Stormtrooper. Now what's extremely funny is that your Captain and Sergeant, which came in the original black box with the blue line, those 2 actually come with the long rifle that has a bit more of has a little bit more paint app than what you receive with your Lieutenant and Standard Clone Trooper, and I'm going to show you what I mean by that in just a moment. So getting you a look at your Lieutenant, which is the newer one, and your Captain, which is in the red. The Captain came in the original black box with the blue line, and as you can see on the long rifle with that scope there, did get a little bit of a different paint app for his weapon. However, your Lieutenant basically gets the standard black rifle with no additional paint apps, which is unfortunate. Of course, that same gun with no paint apps on it is the same gun that you would get with your standard Clone Trooper. So basically they gave you the same Stormtrooper just with the blue paint apps, the blue stripes going down the side and on the helmet as well. Articulation for this particular figure is exactly the same as his predecessors. So guys, now we're going to get ourselves into a diorama with these figures, profiling the lieutenant here. So let's go ahead and get started with our diorama. So there you have it with your Phase 1 Clone Trooper Lieutenant figure. Again, same exact figure that we received with its predecessor. Very cool to have another version of the Clone Trooper with the blue striping going down the side and on the helmet. So absolutely cool. Let me know what your thoughts are in regards to our Clone Trooper Lieutenant. Have you picked him up? Did you find him in the wild, or did you pre-order him online like I did? Put those comments down below. Please like and subscribe. And of course, guys, from the Father to the Son to the Obi-Wan Force Ghost, may the Force be with you always.